the African continent. Jeff Kirui with the details.
For the first time since protests broke out in Kenya against the Kenya Kwanza administration, President William Ruto is set to make his first trip out of the continent to attend the Forum for China-Africa Cooperation Summit in Beijing. This is the second time President Ruto is visiting China since assuming office in September 2022. In October last year, Ruto attended the 10th anniversary of the Belt and Road Initiative Forum.
This visit happens also at a very important time. Just a few days ago, we saw Kenya announce that China had injected about 40 billion shillings to complete some 15 stalled projects across the country. Now, this means that William Ruto is going to a partner state that is willing to put in their resources to support Kenya's economic transformation.
During the visit that brings together presidents from the African continent, Ruto is expected to sign a number of development partnerships. The Kenya Kwanza government is keen on the support of the Chinese government to extend the standard gauge railway beyond the Kenyan border.
We want to connect the eastern coast of Africa to the western coast of Africa using the SGR. We've had conversations with the president of Uganda, with the president of DRC, with the president of Congo, Brazzaville, and we've all agreed on the need to extend this piece of infrastructure.
Over the last 2 decades, China has been the face of Kenya's infrastructure, with notable projects other than the SGR being the Thika Superhighway and the Nairobi Expressway.
We are also looking at softer aspects of this collaboration, such as supporting education. China has just pumped about 13 billion shillings in Kenya's TVET sector, equipping many institutions with cutting-edge technology to enable these young people, essentially known as the Gen Z, to get the necessary skills so that they can be able to be productive, even go into entrepreneurship.
On the sidelines of the summit, President Ruto is expected to hold bilateral talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping to explore further cooperation for more training opportunities for young Kenyans, knowledge transfer in agricultural training, and expanding market for Kenyan products to boost the balance of trade between the two countries.
We recently saw deals around agricultural produce export to China, such as the avocados, which has given Kenyan farmers a diverse market, but also higher incomes, because now they have a choice. They don't have to restrict themselves to traditional markets in Europe.
Kenya is also expected to root for Chinese support in equipping technical institutions in the country.
From our friends in China, that they have approved another 13 billion Kenya shillings to equip 70 of our TVETs that today don't have sufficient equipment.
Alongside President Ruto in the visit is ODM leader Raila Odinga, who is Kenya's candidate for the Africa Union Commission chairperson. The summit will present a forum on the sidelines for Kenya to convince more than 40 heads of state who will be attending to back Kenya for AUC position. Despite the East Africa countries rallying behind Raila Odinga for the seat, Kenya is facing competition from its Eastern Africa counterpart Djibouti. Djibouti, through its candidate, the Foreign Affairs Minister Mohamed Ali Yusuf, has been endorsed by the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, which boasts of 26 member states in Africa.
For AUC chairmanship.
Jeff Kirui, KTN News.
Well, back to local politics, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has publicly announced that President William Ruto owes the Mount Kenya region gratitude for their support in clinching the presidency. At the same time, Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka, who has proclaimed himself as the country's official opposition leader, reiterated that together with former President Uhuru Kenyatta and other Azimio leaders, they will have a candidate in 2027 against President William Ruto. Our